Hi everyone, and today I want to speak about Micheal Martin, Ireland's Taoiseach, who has been visiting the United States for his annual visit, or the Taoiseach's annual visit to the White House, where he's going to hand over the ceremonial bowl of shamrock to Donald Trump in the White House. Now, please let me know what you think Micheal Martin should say, or perhaps Donald Trump should say to Micheal Martin. I'd be interested to hear your take on it. But Micheal Martin himself is one of the 40 members of government who are travelling to 40 countries and 90 cities as part of the St Patrick's Junket, the annual fest that happens for the political establishment. Now they're off on holidays again until Wednesday, I think, of next week. So what's not to like when you're an Irish politician who can swan off at the taxpayers' expense to the four corners of the world? But Micheal Martin spoke about a couple of interesting things when he was in Austin, Texas at the South by Southwest Festival. That is an annual event in Texas. Now, what he said was very fascinating. And I'll just bring a couple of quotes to what he said. He said that Ireland exported 50 billion euros worth more of goods than it imports from the United States. And it also says that they're the sixth largest investor in the US. And he also said that Ireland's companies should hold a nerve with the looming threat of tariffs, the famous T word from Donald Trump and his establishment in the United States. Now, of course, Micheal Martin also spoke about the single market. He said it's never been more prosperous for the people of Ireland. Well, I'm sure you can all tell a different story to the reality of the policies of the single market and the neoliberal agenda across the European Union that has created huge division in society and exacerbated inequalities in favour of the very wealthy and the billionaires. But Micheal Martin won't talk about that because he's interested in putting on a good face for Ireland on the overseas missions, at the behest of his masters in Brussels and at the behest of the single market that now they want to arm Europe for and force us towards a military intervention and a war, possibly in the future, with Russia because of these lunatics at the helm in the European Union that are looking at ripping up the European Union fiscal rulebook to open up the doors to profit the military industrial complex. Now, Martin always spoke to say he represents the people of Ireland. And let me know what you think about that. Micheal Martin, who achieved probably around 20% of the vote Fianna Fáil in the recent election. So I'm sure. And one of the lowest turnouts we had in that election, about 60% of people who were able to vote, voted. So I don't think you voted you represent the people of Ireland, Micheal, despite what you've proclaimed when you're on those junkets in Austin. And he said he wants to protect the people. This is the same nonsense coming again. Micheal Martin is great at protecting the people and saving lives. Do you remember the recent storm where he said he wanted to save lives and protect people? Remember COVID, where he was all about saving lives? And remember about the issues of the war, for instance, the move towards war in the European Union, where he said it's about protecting the single market, not protecting lives. So absolute nonsense from Micheal Martin. But while he's been there, they've been focused on the same strategy, looking for more foreign direct investment, more multinationals to profit from tax haven Ireland. And of course, it's all about the free movement of capital that they're pushing forward as well, Micheal Martin. So rather than building our own strong, resilient domestic economy, using the resources of our state for the good of the people, Micheal Martin is no such thing. Micheal Martin, who said sovereignty was a backward-looking idea, who's attacking freedom of speech in Ireland, who's also attacking basic rights for people to speak out on serious issues in our society by pushing this draconian hate speech bill, an Orwellian move in society in the direction Ireland is going in with the authoritarian European Union at its helm. So Micheal Martin has been on his junker over the last couple of days and will continue to Washington DC. Actually, also he met the European Union ambassador to the United States yesterday, probably getting a few lessons before he goes into the Oval Office. And maybe the same fate won't happen to him what happened to Volodymyr Zelensky in the Oval Office a week and a half ago. So let's see how it develops. But please let me know in the comments what you think about Micheal Martin's looming visit to Washington DC, and what should be said to Micheal Martin as he hands over the ceremonial bowl of shamrock. Thanks for all supporting my videos, and please subscribe as well, and take care. Salam.